Greetings, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. Happy day before new content, right? That's exciting. It feels like it's been forever because we have been going through the longest event in MCFC history of over a month thanks to Endgame. And it's crazy to think it's already been a month since Endgame's been out, right? But here's the deal. I have been saying for months, maybe even closer to a year, that the two price points for Tier 5 basic Callus fragments are too high for the average spender. I'm not talking about somebody who's a free-to-play player, and I'm not talking about somebody that spends hundreds of dollars a month in this game. I'm talking about the average Joe that might spend $20 to $30 on an offer here and there, but most likely that's just a couple times a year, right? Low spenders. Because the two price points we have seen for Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments routinely are the Black Panther's Treasure, right? The $49.99 USD price, not including if you're in Canada or India or Australia where the currency exchange rates are higher, or even worse, the All-Father Odin's Vault, $100 for Tier 5 basic Callus fragments. Those price points are just way too high for the majority of casual spenders in this game. So I've said for months, Kabam really needs to make more unit-based offers for Tier 5 basic Callus fragments. And ideally, they want to keep them under 1,500 units. They want to keep them closer to 500 to 1,000 units, especially because that gives free-to-play players an opportunity to hoard their units, and it gives casual spenders a realistic opportunity to actually spend a low amount of money, but which is still a fair amount of money for them, but it's a decent value. You can see the second tier of today's offer is in front of you because I've already bought the first tier. That's how much I believe in today's deal, and I'm so thankful that Kabam has given me a deal that I'm excited to promote. Keep in mind, I really enjoy promoting good offers. In fact, it's always funny to me. I have two different sides of haters, right? I've got the people who think no matter what, I'm going to complain about the game and it's just Prof being negative Nancy. And then I've got people that every time they see a positive review, they're like, oh my gosh, how much is Kabam paying Prof to put out this garbage? I just call it like I see it, right? I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to call shadiness, and I'm also going to praise pro player deals. And y'all, if you are uncollected, and keep in mind, there are going to be people who don't actually listen to this, and they see the title, and they're like, this is BS. I don't see this offer. Well, it's because you're not uncollected. And remember, this is the push from Kabam now. They have switched to basically making it as uncollected, and it will probably be Cavalier in the next 6 months, to have these top tier opportunities. And most of the time, it's like, hey, congratulations, you're uncollected. You get exclusive rights to get your wallet mugged because the offers are such trash. But today is not one of those days. Today, at least the first tier is absolutely fantastic value. Let's paint the picture, shall we? If you go to the store and you go to boosts, the only champion boost you can buy every day is this lesser champion boost. It's a 10% plus attack and health for 20 minutes, and it's almost 100 units. It's 90 units. This thing you could also get for free, right? Just by doing alliance events about once a week. It's not a good deal for 90 units, and yet that is the cover price. The 20% one is better, but the 30% one is by far the best, and it is so rare that you can only get it in special offers. I do believe that that boost is worth at least 200, but really, if somebody said that boost is worth 300 units, I couldn't argue with it because it's triple the value of the 10% one, which is almost 100 units, and you can't get it except on exclusive opportunities. So really, that value goes up because of the rarity of the availability of it. On top of that, 7,200 Tier 2 Alpha Callus fragments is also a good chunk of T2A. It really is worth a look. I believe together, the Greater Champion Boost and the 7,200 Tier 2 Alpha Callus fragments, if that was just what this 500 unit offer was, that would probably be at least a C+ offer. I think that would be a solid, fair price for those two items. So basically, you're getting this 2,025 Tier 5 basic Callus fragment chunk for free if you get this first tier of an offer. Plus, you get 50,000 gold, which isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing. And keep in mind, my alliance just finished Alliance War in Gold 2. I only got 2 Alliance War Seasons crystals, which gave me 2,000 Tier 5 basic Callus fragments. So basically, I'm saying for 500 units, I can just bypass an Alliance War season of Gold 2 and just get what I would have received out of the 2 Tier 5 basic Callus fragment opportunities of the Seasons crystals for 500 units. Bypass Alliance War for 500 units. Done and done. So I did purchase that offer, and I am so excited because it is an A-level offer. Objectively, it's like a 95 overall. It's one of the best 500 unit offers we have seen. And if you are a free-to-play player, I'd highly recommend that you spend 500 units. I spent about half of the units that I had saved up on it. And if you don't have any units and you don't want to spend money, I guarantee you can get some units toward it just by grinding in the arena for those milestones today. And if you want to grind the best arena, I say every time someone asks me, the 3-star arena is the best value for your champions. The infinite streak, you just keep running those max 3 stars. And if you have a bunch of 3-star arena boosts that you don't usually use, which a lot of people don't, use them today. Today is the day to do it. You'll be glad you did. And also, by the way, if you use those boosts, today is also a day of item use. So look how much I'm trying to help you get more points for your alliance and take advantage of a great 500 unit offer for hopefully close to free or free. Now, let's talk about the second tier, because as excited as I am about this first tier, my excitement dwindles for the second tier. It's not a terrible value, but it's not a great value. Why in the world would Kabam go from giving us a greater champion boost to downgrading the boost to a greater attack and the greater health boost? That makes no sense. That's like paying a cover price and then getting into a bar and the VIP section has less quality alcohol than the bar at the front of the club. That's essentially what this is telling you. On top of that, if you're going to spend 1,000 units, which at this point, now you're spending $50, that Black Panther's treasure combined for the 500 plus the 1,000, you're spending 1,500 units. You should get more incentive than a slight increase in value of both Tier 5 Basic and a Tier 2 Alpha. You should get, I would say, 3/4 of a Tier 2 Alpha, I would say 27,000 Tier 2 Alpha Callus Fragments would be how the deal stays at a high value. And Tier 5 Basic, I would make that at least 7,000 Tier 5 Basic. But unfortunately, it's not. Now, if you are close to forming a Tier 5 Basic and giving a 5-star to rank 5 or even a 6-star to rank 2, then I get that this is going to be a better value for you because of how close you are. But if you're not, if you're just slowly but surely saving up resources to take up your next 5-star to rank 4 or whatnot, then this second tier goes from an A value down to a B- or even C+. It's just about average. And it's mainly because they lower the value of the boosts in the second tier. And on top of that, they're really not giving you an incentive to get the Tier 2 Alpha or the Tier 5 Basic up that much. And that is just bad marketing, to be honest. This deal should have been a lot better, and yet they just kept it about where the 500 unit one is. So my challenge to you, YouTube, if you want to take advantage of that 500 unit one and you're uncollected, right, because you're not going to see this if you're not, just do the arena milestones if you haven't already done them in the 3-star arena or maybe the 4-star basic, and then in the next 24 hours you'll either be close to 500 units or you'll be at 500 units, and you'll be glad you took advantage of this A-worthy offer on this Tuesday. So there you have it, YouTube. Thanks for watching. I was excited to promote this, and hopefully you will be excited to get this offer by the time it's gone for as little to no money as possible.